So today I thought I would do a video for those of you who are just starting out with makeup or you're not very confident with makeup, and just run through a starter kit for you. These obviously are just things that I would have liked to have had in my starter collection, or things that I did have in my starter collection possibly. So let's get going. First, you obviously need a good foundation. If you are lucky enough to have really good skin, then I would leave it as long as you possibly can before using foundation. I had pretty good skin, but I didn't want to wait to use foundation. So my first one is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This is obviously a drugstore foundation, but it's really blendable. It's really nice. I only really started using this year. I think when I first started out, I was using a lot of Rimmel foundations, but this is really easy and really blendable. Like I said, you can do it with your fingers or a beauty blender or a brush if you want. Either way, it's easy and blendable and you can build it up. So I really like this as a starter kit. Now, the next two products I'm going to mention are from Natural Collections, and it's a bronzer and a blusher. The bronzer is Golden Glow and the blusher is Pink Cloud, and I just think these are so easy to use. No matter how much product you put on your brush, it just seems to go on really well. So it's almost like foolproof. Makeup. Yeah, and it gives you a really nice glow. I'm actually wearing both of these today, so you look really natural. You don't look orange, you don't look muddy, and I think it would be quite difficult to look muddy and orange with this. This is the darker one, I believe, and there is a lighter, more pinky one for people with different skin tones, but I obviously suit the sort of brown matte version more than I would suit the pinky version. If you are going to wear foundation, you might need a powder depending on how oily your skin is, and the Stay Matte by Rimmel is the one that I would suggest. I have heard mixed reviews on it. A lot of people love it and some of my friends say that it makes them spotty, but I've never had an issue with that. And that is one of my favourite powders. It's definitely my favourite drugstore powder. Goes on really nice and keeps you nice and matte throughout the day, so that's good. I get the Peach Glow, which I think is the lightest one you can get, so it's almost like a translucent powder, but again, if you're gonna get a really light powder, you need to be careful when applying it because it could just drown your face out. I've got two mascaras, and the reason I have two is because one of them I have literally just tried out. This is a really good one. It's the Extra 3D Lash by Rimmel. It's just a normal wand like this, and it is plastic. So if you don't like that, both of these are plastic ones, so if you don't like that, then go for something that you are obviously comfortable with. But I really like this. And then my second one is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and that is actually what I've got on now with no other product on my eyelashes, and I really like it. It's another, like I said, plastic wand, but this one is curved, and it's sort of like the L'Oreal butterfly effect, which I am so pleased about because I found out I was allergic to that one, and that was my all-time favourite. For makeup essentials, you don't really need this or for a starter kit, but if you are one of those people who has sparse brows or would like to fill in your brows, then I have two products which I absolutely love, which are again drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Brow Artist. It's a pencil on one side, wax on the other side, but this isn't something that you need if you have this product, which is the Rimmel Brow This Way. And I think that if you have quite full eyebrows like me, you're probably better off just getting this, and this will just fill in any little bits that you need, because it's a tinted gel and it will hold everything in place. Now for eyeshadows, I tend to buy Drugstore palettes, but if you want some single eyeshadows, these Revlon links, I think they're called, Revlon Colour Stay Shadow links are very, very good. You can obviously get them in different colours, you can make up your own palette with them. So they link together like this. They link together just like this, and you end up making your own little palette. The pigment isn't great in them, so that can be a good and a bad thing. For beginners, it can be an excellent thing because you can put a lot of eyeshadow on and you build it before it can go horribly wrong. And if you're building it, it usually won't go horribly wrong because you're taking your time and you're being able to blend and all that sort of stuff. I actually have 3 different eyeshadows, these 3 eyeshadows on today, and as you can see, there's no difference between them. So it depends what you want. If you want something that's a bit more bright, then the Maybelline Tattoo eyeshadow pots are really, really good, and I love them for a brighter eye. But if you want something that's a bit more buildable and not so scary, then these are great for beginners. Another thing I would say to put in a starter kit is a kohl lash liner, and this is the Master Drama by Maybelline. And all I do with this is put it in the top line. I try not to put it in the bottom line because it can close your eyes up and make your eyes look really small. So I just put it in the top line to make my eyelashes look really full and a lot thicker. Finally, again, this isn't a must-have, but it's something that if you struggle with dark circles or spots or anything like that, then I like the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, and it just clears up anything. Mine is dark circles, so this is a dark circle eraser, so it's perfect for that, and I love that. So that is everything for what I would say is the ideal makeup starter kit. Obviously, there are a lot of products there for a beginner, and you don't need all of them, but it's something that if you want to or you enjoy doing your makeup, then it's sort of a full face look, really easy, and Drugstore, which is affordable. So I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see my previous video, then just click on the box right there. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, then click on the YouTube box, which is right there. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram, that is @NoelBeauty411. And I will see you in the next video.